My friend, Strummin for Satan. Here we go. We're going to be doing Don McLean, American Pie. This one's going to be moving the chords in the key of G, G major. We're going to rock out a D major, but make sure you throw that F sharp there in the bass. So very nice. And then we're going to be given the old E minor. Now, the relative minor with the G major always is going to sound great together. Long, long time ago. Remember when we're going into this to pace yourself, or else you're going to be going in many different tempos. This is the gist of getting into it. As G walks down our F sharp into our E, and then an A minor, our 2 chord, and then our 4 chord, the C. Beautifully done. We're going to hit that E minor again, and then we're going to play a D, the 5 chord. So the whole thing repeats over. You can even put a pinky down. Some people like to pull it off or just put down our 3rd finger and then pull it back. Remember, all of these chord shapes can be found on the internet by typing my name, Wago, and then the chord like D sus4. Or you can just come to this website, check out the videos. They are all here, all the inversions. Also subscribe if I haven't already said it right now. Put that like button. After doing that a couple times, the music used to make me smile. We la da dee da la do diddly dee la do 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 do. After doing those, you're gonna hit an E minor. A minor, na no now. E minor, na no now. A minor, na no now. We're then gonna be walking down the C quite like we did the G. The C to a G with the B in the bass, A minor. We're going to do that again and then hit a D, a C, a D, and back to a G. Now what we have to understand is these chords kind of feel out of the place, but they're not really out of place. They're strategically written to move between 2 keys, and they basically use common tone chordality, which is a modulation between the 2 closest notes or 3 notes in all of music, triads. More importantly, we're talking about like a G, G minor, A minor, C, C major, or C minor, C major. So what we're going to be doing here is when we go to the chorus, we're going to play the 1 chord, the G, we're going to play the 4 chord, the C, and then we're going to go back to the 1 and then play the 5. That is how we're doing this 3 times. Minor, singing this will be the day that I A dominant, A major, and then split the difference, get rid of that A and open up the G. Gives us an A dominant, A7, E minor, back to this D7. We're going to play the D7, lift the finger off to reveal the open E to get a D9 or a D sus2. Put that D7 back, put a pinky up to get a D7 sus, and put it back. It's going to sound like this. And then go right back into the verse. Did you know the love you have? The whole progression starts there, and the whole song just rocket ships. Now, I'm not going to play the whole thing. There's like 500 million verses. Did you read the book of life? Never did. Bye bye, Miss Megan. For 10 years now, we've been on our bye bye, Miss Healthy Skelter in the summer's winter. Bye bye, Miss Megan. All them on the place and bye bye, Miss Megan. And then when we get down to the 6th verse, the one that chit-chats about a lady with the blues, that's when we're going to do a smaller feeling. We're going to have that volume decrease. I started singing De crescendo, ritardando, and G. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, and she just smiled and turned away. I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music long before, and the man there said the music wouldn't play. E minor. In the streets the children screamed. E minor again to A minor. Lovers cried in those moonlit dreams. We're gonna walk that C down so good. Not a word was spoken, for the church bells all were. Move it up, broken. Gives you a D sus 6/9. Feels good. You can do it here or just moving on up. Ow! 1, 3 men that I admire. Hey, I would love to take all day and talk about form, music, and how this all plays together. Cool songwriting. I've played this song probably 100 times. Never quite had the same appreciation for it until you actually break it down to see why the chords are what they are, where they move, and how they work together. Chords are chords, fingers are movements, but when you put it all together, it should become pretty special and fun to you. If you have a song that you've been working on, share it with me. I would love to share that experience of the gift of awesome education in music. If you dig it, subscribe, share this with a friend, and tune back into this channel and become a member, why don't you? Support my dream. Aloha!